I'm gonna give everybody a chance to come in. Not sure how many people are going to be here because I know this is a really busy weekend, with it being Mother's Day. But I'll stay around for a little bit. I've been making just a couple Mother's Day gifts using some items I bought from the Dollar Tree. I decided I'd share those with you. I did upload a video. I haven't uploaded the video where I actually made these as yet, but thought I'd share everything with you. So I'll just give you guys a chance to come in. What I did was I went to the Dollar Tree earlier today, picked up a few things, and I made two different packets. One is for my granddaughter's mom, and the other one is for my granddaughter's great grandmother, who is actually in the next room asleep because she came over today to help me out a bit. And my granddaughter is actually asleep in the room behind me. So if I seem like I'm whispering, just simply say, look, can you speak a little bit louder? And if I suddenly have to go, it's probably because she woke up. So I have to take off and go and tend to her. But I went ahead and I picked up a couple items and just thought that I'd make some really simple um, Mother's Day gifts for those two ladies. And this one just has some makeup in it and some bath bombs. You know, mother's self-care is a huge thing. And then there's a water bottle because I noticed she's always walking around with water. And then there's this like a huge sticker that goes on the wall that says pray more, worry less. So I thought that was neat. And then it's just a simple container that I used to package everything in. Everything in here came from the Dollar Tree. So put that on there. That was the first one. And then I went ahead and made another one. This is for my granddaughter's great grandmother. And this has again another water bottle. It has some candles, some lavender candles, a votive holder, and it's got some Himalayan salt, shower gel, and then this really cute trinket holder in the shape of like a feather. That's in there. Now, as you're coming in, go ahead and just say hi. So, yeah, I thought that was really neat. And everything in here, again, came from the Dollar Tree. So I went ahead and made those. And yesterday, I headed down to the local herbalist and I had some things made for my cousin back home. So I'm going to be sending some stuff. Hi, Muffy. How are you? I'm just here sharing some Mother's Day DIYs using some Dollar Tree items that I purchased. I'm hoping that you guys can see me because the light in here is not that great. But hi, Winty. How are you? Yeah, I was just sharing some DIYs. Actually, let me go ahead and show you. I made some gift baskets. This one is for my granddaughter's mom, and it's just she does a lot of makeup, so I found these really cute. It's like nail polish and lipstick in one. I mean, dual. It's like a dual packet, and then they're like bath bombs and a water jug, and this really cute wall sticker that says "Worry less, pray more" because they're always stressed out. So I thought that would be neat. And there's some bath bombs in there. Oh, is today your birthday, Muffy? Or will it be this coming weekend? Happy birthday. Oh, it's not your birthday, but you're 13 years old now, so that's a huge deal, huh? When you get to say, "I'm a teenager." I have a son who's 12, so he can't wait to be able to say he's a teenager. Now he can just say, "I'm a preteen," but he certainly acts like a teenager. So happy Mother's Day to you as well, Winty. So what's anything special planned for this coming Mother's Day? I'm going to be going. I have my granddaughter with me, and my my granddaughter's great grandmother on her mother's side is here as well, and we'll be going to spend the time with my son and his girlfriend. So we'll all be together for Mother's Day, most likely cooking up a storm. November 19th. Oh, interesting. My oldest son, he is his birthday is November 18th. So you're just one day separating your birthdays, but of course he's 23 and not 13. So, but that's you've got a few more months yet. That is a huge deal whenever you become a teenager. And I remember when I became a 13-year-old. That just seemed like so long ago. And went to year 12? Okay. So what are you doing? What are you guys doing for your mom for Mother's Day? Breakfast in bed, maybe? Give her a chance to sleep in on Sunday morning? Or do you guys just love on your mom all year long, which is what you should be doing, right? I got some candles for my grandbaby's mom. I know she likes those kind of things and bath bombs. Moms like to take care of themselves. So if you're still looking for ideas, which you probably do at this time, because I'm sure you're probably well organized, right? You're going to give mine. Muffy said, "Oh, Muffy, are you in Orlando? Because I'm really close to you, actually. I'm close to Cocoa Beach. I mean, when I say really close, I mean within an hour distance." Hi, Koi Pisces. Thank you. So are you a mom or are you one of the young people that's popping in? Oh, you're in Ohio, Muffy. Okay. I just saw Orlando on there, so I thought maybe you were in Orlando, Florida. All right. I haven't done a live chat in a while, Koi. It's been a while. So I decided tonight, since I finished working on the baskets, well, let me show you the baskets actually. I was working on this is one of them that I'm going to give to my grandbaby's mom. And all of the items in here were from the Dollar Tree. But they have such really cute items now. And then this one is for my grandbaby's great grandma. And again, everything here came from the Dollar Tree, including the packaging. So I was working on that and I thought, you know what? Let me just go ahead and jump in on a live. Doran, I caught your live today. I'm so glad you popped in. Twin Video Production, how are you doing? So glad to see you guys. I thought, oh, it's Friday, the weekend before Mother's Day. Everybody's probably busy. So kind of it's good to see you guys though. Thank you for coming. I know it's a really busy weekend. Thank you. Thanks, Doran. So how have you been? I think we just recently connected and I watched your live today. You had a very busy live, very busy. I was very impressed and I managed to connect to a lot of other supporters. So thank you for that as well. It was a very good live. You did a very good job. Nice to see you too, Twin Video Production. I'm glad you stopped in. Let me tell you what else I've been up to. You guys probably know that I do a lot of herbal remedies. If you don't, that's one of the things. I am a certified herbalist, but the flu has been going around. So my cousin from back home, I'm originally from the Cayman Islands. She asked me to make some things, so I went to have some stuff done. So I just whipped up like hand sanitizer using some herbs and different things. So I made some hand sanitizer. This is a spray. It's kind of like this is more. It's like the herbal version of Germex, except it doesn't have all of that alcohol and stuff in there. So you just spray it on your hands, rub it. You can also put it on the bottom of your feet. So that's what I've been doing. What's the tea? What tea? Are you asking about the tea behind me? I'm not sure what you're referring to. The tea. Explain to me, Doran, and then I can, because I'm not sure what tea. I don't know if you're talking about the tea back here. That's the cross. Oh, what's the topic? Well, we're just kind of chit chatting. We're talking about some of the Mother's Day gift baskets that I just finished. This one is for my grandbaby's mom, and she's into makeup. She drinks a lot of water, so I found these really nice water bottles at the Dollar Tree. Bunch of makeup and things like bath bombs because I think every mom should be taking care of themselves. So she really doesn't, but I'm trying to encourage. And I also made one for my grandbaby's great grandmother on her mom's side. And again, lots of like self-care products in here, candles, like lavender candles, that sort of thing. So I don't normally set like a specific topic. It's just, people ask questions, I answer. So we just chit chat, right? So that's what we've been doing. Thanks to NVIDIA. Thank you. And I also have I've got some elderberries. I use elderberries all year. I make a tea with this or syrup, and this helps to keep me well throughout the year. I don't get a cold. I don't get the flu just from using this and the my herbal version of Germex. So went ahead and did that as well. I talk about a lot of different things on here. I don't normally set like a topic. It's just if people are curious and have questions, ask your questions. I have this kind of on a slow the slow chat, so I'm not missing anything. Thanks, Duran. I think I put some decent thought. I didn't really have a ton of money to spend, but I found some really good ideas at the Dollar Tree. So that's why I made those, and I kind of wanted to share so you can see how you can put together something really nice without breaking the bank. Yes, we mothers need relaxation time. Bath bombs are exactly Koi. Exactly. I have a whole tray filled with bath bombs. I even use them on my granddaughter. I have the lavender ones, and at the end of every day when she gets home and she's getting ready for bed, she has a bath after dinner, and we drop one of the lavender ones in there, and it helps to relax her. But she's just so mesmerized by the fizz. But that's how she calms down at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter the age; we all need to be taken care of. Have you done any paintings? Well, you've seen my last two. I just picked one up from the gallery. Let me see. Let me see if I can tilt my camera. You can see I do have some on the wall. And I thought about talking about some of my paintings. That's going to be like a whole other thing right there. I'm going to tilt the camera. There are a few. I'm actually in my studio. There's a few hanging on the wall. There's one with an angel. I can talk about those real quickly. Um, The one with the angel, and actually the one here with the guitar with the guy. So whenever I'm out in the garden working, I have to have my look a big hat on. I have, clothing that's covered up, covering up my body because the slightest bit of sun I could actually burn very, very easily. So I'm out there working and I'm kind of in the zone when I'm working in the garden. And all of a sudden, there was this really bright light that appeared and it kind of caught me off guard. And when I looked, all I saw was just a tall pillar of light. I couldn't make this up because I was in awe, plus I was in shock almost at the same time. And there was just like a tall pillar of light just standing there. I couldn't tell you there was a face or anything. It was just a tall pillar of light just standing there in front of me. And then all of a sudden, as I'm watching it, it it went. I'm going to try to show it. It went. The arms went up like this, and then went whoosh, and it came down as it shot up in the air. So that is how. Let me see if I can show you again. I'm going to just take it off the wall and show it to you. Give me a second. So you can get a good look at it. This is what came about from that experience. So you can get the idea. I mean, this is really colorful, but what I actually saw out there was just like a pillar of bright white light. So that's how this one came about. You can see this looked like the angel is just kind of shooting up in the air. So that one came about from that. The other one where it looks like the person is kind of slouching over. Um, I went through a really bad period when I was severely depressed after being diagnosed. And that was why that painting was created. Every painting in here pretty much tells a story of some point in my life. Let me make sure I'm not. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. Um, so that one was painted during a time that I was going through this bout with depression. And there's a few that were here, but I think they're sold. And I also have a large exhibit right now in a small town about 20 miles from here. So there's a few things that are my wall usually has a lot on them, but I got an email saying, Can we show your work?" So I end up putting quite a bit there. So the last couple that I did had to do with the dreams and just different things that I've been experiencing recently, kind of like a spiritual enlightenment, if I can put it that way. So, hi Christina, good to see you. Yes, it is an angel. I was telling about my experience with actually that's not the only experience I've had with angels. That was the first major one. I've had minor experiences where I thought, was that, but I wasn't sure. But in hindsight, I know that's what it was. But this was the first real encounter where I saw physical manifestation of it. And then another time, I was actually getting ready to leave to go to school where I was teaching, and the back seat of my car filled with a light, just this bright white light. And I looked in the rearview mirror, and it literally looked like there were wings spread out in the back seat of my car. It was a chilling experience, but at the same time, I was just so calm because I felt protected. You can't have that kind of an experience without feeling. I won't say fear, but it was just I was in awe. But at the same time, I felt protection. Let me see. Just trying to read your comments. Oh, I haven't shared this experience. Actually, I don't think I've ever shared this experience on YouTube. I might have mentioned it in passing in maybe one or two of my videos, but this is the first time that I've really talked about it, and it's simply because some I was just sharing the painting. They said, "Well, this is the perfect opportunity." So, but I would um I think I will do a video and talk about that because there's so much that you don't know about me. I've actually had a near death experience where and that's a long story because that involves doctors who really didn't believe in people who didn't really believe that people actually had those kinds of experiences when they came close to death or actually died on the operating table and then came back. But after a lengthy talk with my doctor, he looked at me, he said, I fully believe that somebody up there really wants you down here for a purpose. And he never said God, never nothing like that. He just said somebody up there wants you down here for a reason. That's why you're back. Because I had about, I think, 6 doctors that were working on me trying to restart my heart. My heart had stopped, my lungs had collapsed. So I was, literally on death's bed. And I had the whole experience of going through the tunnel, going up to the gates, and I was met there by my grandmother, who's been dead 30 something years. And she looked at me, she said, "You need to go back because God's not ready for you yet." And I just kind of looked at her. And my doctor told me that it's when I'm trying to piece together what he was telling me and what happened. And I think the moment that my grandmother said, "You have to go back," my heart started to beat again. And when I told my doctor what happened, he said, "I fully believe that's why, because you were told you need to go back. So your heart started to pump again." And I don't know if you know this song called Tell Your Heart to Beat Again. That every time I hear that song, it reminds me of that experience. And the song wasn't written for me, but I've literally taken it on as being kind of my lifetime motto. And it's more than just telling my heart to beat again, as in physically beating. It's also along the lines of being passionate about your life again. Rather, I've been given a second chance. So I think it's more, now that my heart is beating again, it's more, okay, let's start to live again. And I think that's the other message that I was meant to deliver as well as to live myself. Um, oh my gosh. Oh, we have to talk, Christina. Maybe this is something we talk about in the what's that group that we do? I think this would be neat. I had a similar experience when I was rear-ended. Oh my gosh. See, I think I was meant to talk about this because there's so many people I think who have had these kind of experiences, but they feel if we talk about it, people are going to look at us like we're crazy because I'm telling you, I was a huge skeptic. When I was younger, I would hear all about people who went through the tunnel and they saw God or they went into heaven and they had to come back. And I was a huge skeptic until it happened to me. And for a long time, I didn't say anything to anyone. I spoke to my doctor about it, and I spoke to people very close to me about it, but I never came out like this and said anything. So it was, but yeah, there are a lot of people who've had that. On my intuitive chat more so we can chat about it. Oh, absolutely. You only told 2 people. Oh, wow. See, I'm at the point now. It's like if it's meant to be part of my message, or part of my story to share it with people, I'm going to because I never would have talked about the angel experience unless this when someone asked about the my paintings. So, oh, thank you for listening. Thank you, Koi. There is a purpose for us here. Oh, I absolutely believe that, Twin Video. I really do. Everybody has a purpose, and it's just a matter of us finding out what that purpose is. because I fully believe everybody on this planet has a specific reason for being here. But I think so many of them die before even visualizing or living that purpose. You know what I mean? So, hoping I didn't miss anybody's comments and kind of chatting so much and missing stuff. I'm sorry, guys. I have lupus and my heart stopped too. Oh, wow. I had no idea. My cousin told me, not your time. Oh, absolutely. Not your time. It is not your time to go. There's a reason that you're here. How long has it been since you were diagnosed, Coy? 'Cause I try not to say you have something. You say you're diagnosed with something. Um, because I try not to. I was diagnosed five years ago, and I was diagnosed with so many things. It was just like boom, boom, boom. Every week I was being diagnosed with something different. So I've tried not to take ownership of any of these illnesses, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why I'm still here. You know. Oh wow. Yeah, guys, Pristine Space is Christina, and she has this amazing get together. What is it? What's the room called? But I've been on two of her lives where we get together and share different experiences, and it would be amazing if we all got together and talked about our different experiences like this. I think it would be so neat. If you're not connected to Pristine Space is the name that's showing up here, but her name is actually Christina. So if you're not connected with her, go ahead and support her, please. And everybody here in the live, if you guys um are not connected with each other, go ahead and just check out each other. I'm not talking well. Check out each other's channels and just support one another. I never expected this to kind of take this turn, but this has been really interesting. I I mentioned the second painting where it came about because I was severely depressed. I never I never became suicidal, but I got to a point where I felt there is no way that I could possibly go through all of this on my own. I'm here with my youngest son. My oldest son does live in the area, but he's got his child. At the time, he didn't have a child, but at the time, it was just like I'm supposed to be the mom. I'm supposed to be taking care of my children, but I was so ill, and I just got more and more depressed. And I picked up the phone one day and I called a psychiatrist and I said I need help. And I explained, said I've never been in this kind of a conundrum before, where I'm reaching out for help. Um, but ever since then, when I went in, we talked about it, and I said he looked at me. He said, yes, you're a little depressed, but you're not in a desperate state. You just realize that you have all of these things going on, and you need somebody to talk to periodically. So that's what I did. And talking to someone, plus I also started working with a lot of different herbs, and I got in touch with an herbalist and started using different things. And I believe that that combination of things is what has saved my life over the because when I say I got really sick, I mean I ended up near cardiac arrest 2 days after I was diagnosed with lupus, and collapsed in the herbalist store. And since that day, my whole take on treatment and self-care and spirituality and everything just kind of changed. But it took that, and I believe that that was the second time that I came near to death. Because my ER doctor told me if I hadn't shown up there when I did, chances are I would have gone into cardiac arrest because it was that bad. So let me see who's well, that's the creators for creator. Okay. All right. So Pristine Space, Christina just left a message that is Dazzle Creators is the name of the group that we get together as. Or it can be on my intuitive chat, unless you are creators. Well, I guess if you guys get connected with her, we can all figure out what we want to do. But I think that would be a really good discussion, because I've never really talked to anyone else who's had the experience that I've had. Like I said, these were things that I was reading about, as when I was younger, and I was just really skeptical. And you have to understand, I am a strong Christian. That's the strange part. Strong Christian being skeptical of these near-death experiences that all these people kept talking about. But then it happened to me, and I think maybe that was another lesson that God wanted to teach me was, you need to stop being skeptical about these things, and here, let me show you. So, but yeah, the message was clear. And right after that experience, I actually um I created a painting of me walking through this that kind of like a meadow, and there's a solitary palm tree, and I'm very elegantly dressed. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was very elegantly dressed, white, wide brim hat and everything. And I called it Second Chance. And I showed it it was in a gallery. And someone asked me the meaning behind the name Second Chance, because the name didn't really match what was painted. So when I told the story to the person, sold just like that. They were like, I have to have it. I have to have it. And the irony was, it wasn't even up for sale, but they insisted on getting it. So, but do you know what else? I also have visitation rights. Can you believe that? I'm probably the only person with visitation rights to a painting that was sold. But yeah, so I've been to the person's home, and as you walk into the house, right above, it's like a giant fireplace, but right above that is the painting. It's really nice. I don't do it often, It's not I understand that she bought it, but she said anytime you want to come and see it, you're welcome to, because I really didn't plan on selling it. Who did I miss? Hi Summer. How are you? Did you see the movie Moana? Yes, I did. Only about 100 times. You are a magical goddess. Oh, thank you, Christina. Oh, you're so kind. So who did I miss anyone? Do you have it there? The painting? Second Chance? No, I don't have that here. That is actually, it is sold and it is in someone's home. But if I do want to see it, actually, I've got a picture, but it would be kind of hard to pull it up. I'd have to, what I could do is get the picture and just kind of do another live talking about that maybe, because I do have a picture of it. I just don't have the physical painting here. Can you react to a video? I have a request on this live. I was wondering if you can react to a video on this live stream, because I have a reaction request for you. Um, I could try. Um, it's kind of an interesting request. Let's see. Hi MK, how are you? Well, let's see. What is this? React to this cute video. Hmm. I'm doing pretty good, MK. Um, Christina, how do you I want to make you a moderator. How do I do that? I'm kind of new to this. I'm trying to see. click on me. Okay. Click on, okay, I see it. And add, gotcha. All right, so you're now a moderator. Thank you. You don't mind, do you? I should have asked you first. All right, so you can, there are a couple of things that I'm, all right. When I was young, says Twin Video, I was reading from Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. She was a Swiss-American psychiatrist, a pioneer in near-death studies, and the author of the groundbreaking book on death and dying. Oh, I've got to look that one up. I've heard of her, Elizabeth. I definitely have heard about her. And maybe she was one of the people that I was reading about as well. But yeah, I was a skeptic. I was a huge skeptic. But not anymore. Not anymore. And it's until tonight I really haven't spoken about this. But I'm glad I did because so many of you in this chat have had the same or similar experience. Thank you, Christina. That one kind of caught me off guard there for a minute. Seeing is believing, absolutely. Absolutely. And the irony is I called the psychiatrist about 5 days, I believe, after I saw the angel, after I saw the second angel, because all of this happened within days when I saw the one in the backyard, the one in the back of my car or in the back seat. And I really thought I was losing my mind. And that's when I decided to call the psychiatrist. And the psychiatrist told me, said, you know what? You're not going crazy. I want you to consider this a spiritual experience because it could be something a lot worse. You could be seeing demons, you could be seeing all of this other stuff, but you're seeing angels. So consider these your guardian angels, and whenever they appear, just say thank you. And I'm there thinking, you're a psychiatrist. You're supposed to be telling me I'm nuts. No, I'm there. I was thinking this. I didn't actually say this. But I thought that was so unusual for a psychiatrist to be that open about stuff like this. I really thought that he was going to tell me that I was nuts, but it didn't happen that way. And I think that also helped with how I managed to come out of that whole depression the way that I did, so much faster and so much better because I didn't have someone telling me, yes, you're losing your mind because angels don't exist. No, he really was very open about it. Am I missing? Wow, why do I have so many? I don't think I've ever had trolls on my video, on my live before, but wow. Oh, interesting. Did I miss any comments? Yeah, that's what it looks like. The same person has multiple channels. They just keep switching from one to the next. Hmm. But I'm so appreciative of all of you coming on tonight. I really was kind of thinking, oh, everybody's gonna be so busy because I know it's Mother's Day weekend. But I really appreciate you guys stopping by. I do. I'm glad I stopped by because your bell was deactivated and I was not getting. That happened to me quite a bit, Twin Video. I think with Christina, with Christine Space, and quite a few others, when I would click onto YouTube, I would see that they were live, but I never received a notification. And I know that every time I support a channel, I always click that bell. So I get hundreds of notifications, but I was missing a lot of people's lives for some reason. So I'm glad you caught this because you know, I'd really like for us to get in with pristine space so that we can have a discussion. I think would be neat. Where there is light, there is also negative energy around, and that's the truth. That is the truth. There's always that yin yang, that light and dark. So I went to a movie last night to get out, and it was so busy. I forgot it was Mother's Day. Happy day to all mothers here too. Thank you, you too, Christina. Um, but that's true. Where there's light, there's also darkness. Has to be a balance. So anything special planned for the weekend? I'm glad I decided to do this tonight because I'm not going to be able to do it tomorrow or Sunday. So I'm going to be just busy hanging out with my son and his girlfriend, my granddaughter, and I will probably just be cooking, cooking, cooking. That's usually what I do. That's what I was thinking to in video production. Oh, about the light and dark, you mean? Yeah, Christine, I think this is definitely, I think you've potentially found at least four people for that intuitive chat room. I would definitely love to do it. You know, I haven't really brought this up, but I, when I was younger, now how do I say this? I think I'm in the second stage of kind of like spiritual enlightenment, if that's the way to put it. Because I grew up as a very strong Christian, but when I was younger, I was also intrigued by crystals and using herbal medicine and all of this stuff. But the way that I was raised was that all of that other stuff was almost sacrilegious. So now I'm older, and ironically enough, I'm still being pulled back to everything, and I pulled back to the point where I'm like fully blown in it. And if you look behind me, I have an altar set up, and on the altar there's a cross, but there's also a Buddha. And if anyone were to come from my home country and see that, they would look at me and ask me if I've lost my mind, because I think there's a lot of that religious dogma that is just so it's just so strict, and that people are just so I think held back from it by it. And I think I'm at a point where I am finally wide awake and my eyes are wide open. And I haven't even talked to family members back home about what happened to me with the whole, walking through the tunnel of light and talking to my grandmother and that whole experience, because I think they would all look at me like I was crazy. So it's I think I'm a totally different person. Definitely a more enlightened person today than I was even a few months ago. And but I think I'm the person that I'm supposed to be. I think I lost out on a couple of decades because of trying to kind of hold on to the that tight religious background that I was raised in. But I think I missed out on a lot of what I was designed to be as a result. And I think a lot of people do. So, but anyway, it's a whole other discussion. Decluttering my house, I know what that's like. I've done that. I want to say maybe 3 times over the last year. I went through my closet, I think 3 times, and got rid of more than two-thirds of my clothing. And I'm in the process again of going through and getting rid of more clothing, because I'm there thinking, there's 7 days in the week. If I have maybe 2 outfits a day, that's enough. I don't need out to be constantly washing. I understand. You hear of Steve Jobs having this one particular outfit that he wears every day, and Zuckerberg, we're having the same outfits, not the same, but similar colors that he wears every day. And that's what I've come down to. It has to be very simple. You spend so much time going through your closet trying, what do I wear today? Let's see this, this. It's like, no, I want to reach in, grab, put on, and I'm ready. So I've decluttered my closet. I've decluttered the drawers in my kitchen. There was a time I had three or four spatulas. Why? So I ended up getting rid of, I think, two or three of them, and several ladles. Um, the thing is, I cook a lot, so I have but I decided I really didn't need all that stuff, and I've gone through and gotten rid of a ton of books, and just it makes your life so much easier, Koi. It really does. So because things just hold you down, stuff holds you down. So you take all of that extra stuff that you have. If you can sell it, sell it. If not, and it can be donated, donate it. But you'll feel that your life becomes so much easier when you don't have that stuff and cleaning becomes so much easier as well because you don't have, hundreds of little trinkets that you have to be dusting around constantly. Definitely stages. Um, Definitely stages. Stages in awakening, stages in decluttering. Don't try to declutter everything at once. Pick a room, maybe even a part of a room, and go through that section. And then gradually work the entire room. And then go to another room. But if you try to do a little bit of everywhere all at once, you're going to drive yourself crazy. So you don't want to do that. Just do a little bit at a time. And yes, there are stages to everything. There's definitely stages of awakening. And I've I've noticed that over the last couple of months, my stages have just gotten out. It's happened really quickly. It's like boom, 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 boom. I'm here. So, and I think this last one was so strong that I'm at the point where I just want to get rid of everything. And I know I can't really do that, but my son and I were actually talking. So, how do you feel? How would you feel if we just sell as much as we can and we just travel for a bit? I homeschool. He doesn't really have to be, he's not in a brick and mortar school. So we could physically do that. And I thought about how about we just go on a cruise ship, take a couple cruises around. You'll be in a different country every few days. That's a whole learning experience right there. And it's he was actually open to it. I thought that was interesting. I will be busy on Sunday. Yes, Christina, I don't think we can do it on Sunday because with it being Mother's Day, that might be kind of hard. And I'm not even sure what time I'm going to get back because I will be with my son and his family, and we might get back kind of late. So, um, yeah, with it being Mother's Day, it might be kind of a bit of a challenge for other people to get there. So maybe the Sunday after that. What do you guys think? Maybe the following Sunday. Yesterday here was Mother's Day. Oh, what time is it now? It's 10 o'clock. It's actually on Sunday. This coming Sunday is Mother's Day in the US. Yeah. Yeah, I know usually you have your live on Sunday at 8 o'clock, but that's Central Time, which is that 10 o'clock my time or 9? Would that be an hour behind? So it would be a bit of a challenge if we were to try to do it because most likely a lot of people are going to be with their moms or other family members on Sunday. So maybe the following Sunday would be a lot better. Yeah. Christina, did I show you the Mother's Day gifts that I made? because I think you came in kind of late afterwards. Oh, this is the one I made for my grandbaby's mom. She is, let me see. And all of these things came from the Dollar Tree. She's into makeup, so I got her some nail polish and lipstick, and then I got some bath bombs in there. And I noticed that she's always, wherever she goes, she gets she always has water with her. So I found these really nice I don't know if you can see it, these water bottles, really nice, and got that for her. And I got this sticker. It's a wall sticker that says "Pray more, worry less," that she can put up on her wall. And then the little container, they were like 3 for $1, so I just used one as the the little container. She can use that to store her makeup brushes or whatever. She's really good at makeup, so she's got tons of makeup supplies and tools. I thought that was neat. So I put that together for her. And then this is the one I made for the great grandmother on her mom's side. And this again has some self-care items like bath bombs and candles. There's a candle holder. Some Himalayan pink salt is in there. Some shower gel, and again another one of those water bottles. They were really, really nice. So I put those together, and I think they like it. And I have a bunch of other like herbal stuff. I went down to the herbal place and I made a bunch of things that I'm going to be shipping back home. So I'm coming to your Dollar Tree. There's so many great things. Yeah, this Dollar Tree is really stepping up their game. I don't know if it's happening all over, but I have some candles, and I'm sure you're familiar with all of the chakras. Well, I found, let me see if I can grab them. They're coming out with these. I picked this one up today. This is, they call it the brow chakra, but it's the third eye. And I have the heart chakra, the crown, and the heart chakra candles. I've never seen these, and they correspond with the color. And then there's a little symbol on there. I have never seen these at any Dollar Tree. But so far I have 4. I'm still waiting for the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and um, what is, there's one more. And I always forget that one. Twin Towers, you gotta go. Okay, thank you so much for stopping in. And we're going to keep in touch and decide when we're going to do the little get together. All right. So thank you again for stopping by and supporting me. And everybody, please go and support Twin Video Production. He's an awesome supporter. I see him here, and he supports everybody. I always see him whenever I pop onto other people's lives. Crown. I have the crown. I've got the heart. I have the throat chakra, and this is the third eye chakra. Then there's the root chakra, the sacral chakra, that's 6, and there's one more. So what am I forgetting? I know there's 7 major ones. I've got it. Solar plexus. That's it. That's the one I always forget. So I'm waiting to see if when the other 3 arrive, because the first one I got was the crown, and then like every 4 or 5 days another one comes in. So I got this one today, so I'm guessing by next Wednesday they would have the solar plexus and the sacral and the root a few days apart from each other. So I got those. Yeah, this Dollar Tree has really stepped up, and you're finding so many natural products there as well. So good night, everybody. MK. All right, well, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for subscribing, Koi. I'm not sure who you subscribe to, because I think we are already connected. But guys, go in and support each other. Let me see. All right, guys, what time is it? I don't want you all to stay up too late. It's already 10 o'clock. Ooh. But I'm so glad we managed to get together and talk for a little bit. This kind of took a slightly different turn than I was expecting, but it was for the best. So Christina, just let me know. I think we're just gonna stay connected and then decide what time we're going to do and in what, I guess, in what avenue we're going to do the discussion. But guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. But I am so appreciative of everybody who stopped by to chat. This was a very interesting one, and I'm glad you all didn't think that I was crazy because it seems that we all have such similar experiences, and it was very, very eye-opening to learn that from each of you. So I'm really looking forward to our chat at a later date. Oh, Christina, you're an hour behind me. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock, 10:09 here. Yep. So Koi, is it 10 o'clock for you as well? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, and this will give me a little bit of time to kind of wrap things up here, and before my granddaughter wakes up, because typically she wake up around midnight just for to have a bottle or something, and then she'll go right back to sleep after that. So give me some time to catch some sleep. I think I get an average of maybe 4 hours a night. Yeah. Sure glad it's not really showing so much. But all right, guys. Again, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting. I really appreciate it, and it's been great. I really did have a good time tonight. This it actually went longer than I planned on. Well, I shouldn't say planned on because I really didn't set a time to end. I just knew that people were going to be kind of busy since it was still, the Mother's Day weekend. But I'm so glad that you all stopped by and chatted for a little while. And Christina, thanks so much for moderating. And thank you for walking me through to find out how to put you on as a moderator because I'm still new to some of this. You're the queen when it comes to these lives. All right, so good night, everyone. And if I don't see you all before Sunday, have an awesome Mother's Day weekend. And I will see you all again really soon. All right, good night, guys.